Hello, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Hello, everybody. Good
You
evening.
sound perkier than I expected.
What are you?
You sound perkier than I
Oh,
expected.
perkier. I was sitting. Yeah, I was trying to sit very upright while I waited for your text.
I'm
If
sorry.
I
I know.
stretch out fully, then I'm under.
Then you're done. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, what's going on with ABC and YouTube? When are they going to work this out?
They have to. I think. I don't know what will happen if they don't. But yeah, this is going to be a little rough on us, isn't it? Because we're old and we
We're
need to be in
old.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know, I know. We'll have to
okay.
think of some other arrangement maybe.
Mm.
Um,
I'm
but
sure they'll work it
anywho,
out. Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
here we
Anywho,
are.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
Thursday. We've got
Mhm.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So, so where do you want to begin? Do you want to do it chronologically, or do you
I
want to
guess we
jump in?
should. I
Okay.
guess we should, but I will just say overall say that it was kind of a satisfying there was a satisfying story arc. I felt
Yes,
like
I
that we
agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get into
Uh,
that. But yeah, back
yeah.
us up.
Okay, all right, and also I'm gonna say, a lot of little sort of emotional moments, I thought, throughout
Okay.
these 3 days. Little, like, got a little teary-eyed, several times, I must say.
That might just be the time change.
That's still breaking me. It
Yeah.
really is, yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
I woke up incredibly early. Like I still am is that the time change that I'm waking up too early or does that make sense?
I'm waking up at, like, 2:30 and I don't know what to do. I can't quite get back to sleep, you
Well, now
know,
that
and
might just be your own problem. I don't know if you can blame that on the time
no,
change.
I think you can, cause it wasn't really a problem before. Um, I don't know.
Because before you were waking up at 3:30?
Yep. No, sometimes, but I keep telling myself, "Oh my god, it would really be 10 o'clock. I should be going to bed now," you know? So I think I'm going to bed maybe earlier than I actually did in the past, you know? Um,
Uh-huh.
so maybe that's
Yeah.
why I'm waking up super early. Is that you think that's why you are?
Well, I just wonder. I've just been I try to stay awake as long as I can at night, but
Mhm,
but I still I keep well, I'm waking up at like 5, but you got me beat at
mhm.
2:30, so
Yeah.
I think maybe we're just old crotchety old women and that's just like what happens.
Yeah, we're just increasingly unpleasant and
Yeah,
difficult to be
and
around.
blaming it on every little tiny
Yeah, yeah. We
the
gotta
clock
own it,
saying
I
something
guess.
different. Yeah, like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, that clock says something different than it should.
Yeah,
My
just like
life is ruined."
I know, just like the scale says something different than it should.
Oh god, yeah.
Although I haven't
Yeah, you
hopped
know
on a
what?
scale in a while. Hmm? Yeah?
I had to go to this new doctor the other day,
Mhm.
because the old doctors that were at my place, like, all fled and these new doctors
Right,
came in and
right.
yeah.
Yeah, mhm, mhm. Nothing
And so
suspicious about that.
I know, it was all very, like, Acme, anyway, when I got the report back, like, so, they weigh you and all that stuff,
Mhm.
and they had a BMI on it, like my BMI, so maybe I
Yeah,
unwittingly got on a scale that told my BMI. I've never had
maybe.
that told to me
Yeah,
before.
yeah. It's amazing to me if a scale can measure that.
How can it do that?
I don't know. I don't
Or do
know.
you think that the nurse that took my stats and everything just took a look at me and she's like, "Yeah, she's pretty fat."
Yeah,
Do you
we
think it's
always
possibly just an eyeball kind of a thing? Like,
maybe they get really good at it.
yeah.
She probably came from like, a carny or something.
She's like, "Well, kind of a baggy t-shirt, but I can still see her silhouette through there, and she's
You're
pretty
not
big."
fooling
Yeah.
anyone. That's it.
Anyway,
That's worth a phone call.
like,
Ask them, which is it?
how did you get this number?
That would be then they could start their own file on you to replace the one
Well,
that
that was the
disappeared.
terrific thing, though, was that these new people, they hadn't transferred any of the old material. They were asking me, I was like, don't you still like have my info on file? I was like, well, we don't have access to that. Like,
So as far as
so
they know, you're
yeah,
not a nut.
at first I was a little bit mad. I was like, that's not very professional. And then I was like, what freedom? They don't know that I'm difficult, you know?
Not
So,
yet.
so I
So that
start fresh, you know? And they're just taking my word for stuff, like all various things, like, oh yeah,
uh,
I've had this, like, so funny.
uh, yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
okay, we're off topic. We're just on my hypochondria. So back us up, give us your first
Mhm.
scene or
Okay.
whatever. We're gonna.
Okay. I felt like this was a tricky stretch to be taking my usual type of notes because there were lots of times where, let's say, two people would be meeting and then a third person would show up, and then one of those three people would be in another scene with somebody else right after that. And so I might have missed some of those little.
I thought maybe you came up with a new system or something.
No, I was too tired.
Okay.
So in fact,
God,
my old system fell apart a little bit.
we're
But we'll
extra
try.
pathetic tonight.
We're
Oh,
very, very, very pathetic.
yeah,
Everyone knows that. So
yeah,
they know more than your doctors at this point
yeah,
about
yeah.
you and
That's
me.
true.
Okay, so we started out with Sonny and Alexis in the office, and Drew had just come in. That's where we left off on Monday,
Oh, right.
right?
And she was she got the information to look into Portia as a
Yeah, yeah,
potential
mhm.
shooter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then we had, like, an awful scene between
Oh, right.
Alexis and Drew.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
my god, was he awful, right?
Yeah, and she's doing such a great job
Oh,
of
yeah,
like cowing down and cuz she just so badly wants to be with Scout
yeah.
and is truly thinking of Scout, like not
Mhm,
just for her but
mhm.
for Scout's sake to
Yeah.
be yeah. And then that like like just swallowing it and inviting him to her home.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he just delighted in that, like, "You're
he
inviting me."
really did.
Yeah.
Oh, he so
Oh,
did, and then, like, going off about Danny and how, like, if he ever sees Danny, with Scout, they'll never s none of them will ever see her again, just, like, so
yeah.
just, like, goading her, and, yeah, like, she was being just like a rock, taking
Yep,
all of that,
yep.
and you could
A
tell,
rock
like,
and a
man.
rock star.
Yeah, and she's probably thinking, "Maybe I will murder him this
Yeah,
time,
maybe I
and
should
I'll
be the
finish
shooter.
the
Yeah.
job." Yeah, yeah, um,
And
but,
then he just goes, "We'll go back to the original plan,"
yeah,
and,
almost like it was
it
all a
was like
test,
yeah, like, just toying with her.
Mhm, mhm,
Yep,
yeah,
he's pretty
boy.
awful.
He
Mm-mm-mm.
is, he sure is, and she's also, I think, trying to look out for Danny too, and that's, like, sort of
Yeah,
impossible to do both of
yeah.
those things, but
How
she did
this
her
woman
best.
has not hit the vodka again, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
the
agree.
load she's carrying these days is,
It's quite a load.
it
Yeah, it
really
really
is.
is. Yeah, between the things that everybody knows and the things that nobody except her little circle, knows
Yeah,
the
it's
stuff.
funny that we haven't revisited the Rick in the basement.
Right, right,
That's just on
yeah.
the back burner. Like we don't know where he
Mhm.
is now. He's
No, we don't. Maybe he's been in the shower the whole time.
I hope so. Or maybe he's like hitting the gym to try to get muscle tone back.
Yeah, that's maybe he can't stand up. Maybe he's
And
trapped
maybe he's just like
somewhere.
a noodle. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Rick. Okay, then we went back to the scene with Jordan and Portia. So Portia saw Jordan
Oh,
and Curtis,
yeah.
and then Curtis left, and then I guess
Snogging. Yeah.
yeah, snogging, yeah. So that was all very sort of blah,
It's
and
just tiresome. It's just a
very,
tiresome thing.
very. The only thing I'll say is that now that Jordan seems to be like a worse person, I'm starting to be more sympathetic towards
To
Portia,
Portia, yeah, poor
you know?
nauseous Portia, yeah.
Yeah, like, cause Jordan, everything she said was really kind of a lie, like acting like she's just being honest and just doing what she didn't think Portia could do, which is
Yeah,
tell
I'm being
her,
honest
being
with
so
Curtis, and
noble.
yeah, yeah, like, yeah, yeah, they're doing a disservice to that character taking her down this road. It's
They are, yeah, and, yeah, so maybe that's the plan to sort of have Jordan slowly evolve into a different type of person than the Jordan we knew, which was
right. Well, and she's all up to her eyeballs in Sidwell
yeah,
activities
and
too, and
that's getting mooey creepy.
I just don't like the to go back to the women, like the 2
Mhm,
women and the cat fighting thing and the "You
mhm.
never touch my baby," and
Yeah,
like, they
yeah.
should both be, like, going, "You know what? We should really have a pact that neither one of us is gonna be with
Mhm,
Curtis because Curtis
mhm.
had some issues."
Yep, yep. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty lame all around. I don't know who green lighted all of that stuff, but
I don't know. And then is our next scene Marshall and Curtis? Is
yeah,
that's gotta
yeah,
come up,
uh-huh.
yeah.
It is Marshall and Curtis, and for some reason I put down Marcus, and I was like, Marcus and Curtis, that
You
doesn't
are
sound
tired. So tired.
right.
And when you say
Yeah.
Marcus, I just think of Marcus the Worm or whatever that thing
Oh,
is.
maybe that's where that came from.
Those
Um,
are those Instagrams are getting kind of disturbing. I think I need to
yeah.
pull back from that a little bit. We
I'm
need
I'm glad you said that. I didn't wanna get in the middle of that, but, yeah, yeah, police yourself a little bit, Gia.
nobody chimed in on Facebook to say, "I love that Instagram."
In fact, we lost a few followers.
Yeah, probably.
Uh,
But so I thought, they made Curtis look even more, like,
yeah.
simple and selfish and
Yeah.
stupid in
And,
that
like
scene
yeah,
with Marshall.
so
Yeah.
so s yeah, I really, like yeah, he's losing points, like, in the tens and thousands, hundreds. I mean, it's just like when he said, um, like, he and Jordan haven't done anything, right? That
Yeah, like you're in high school, like, "We
you
didn't?"
know?
Like, yeah.
So why would Portia be
"I
affected
didn't
by
stick it
any
in her, so it doesn't count." You know?
Yeah, basically. And like obviously every time Portia saw them together and when he said something about her being insecure or maybe that was Jordan. Like she's half the reason she's insecure is because Curtis hasn't done enough to make her feel secure.
Right. I'm so glad you're finally coming around on this. I th yeah,
Thanks.
I think Marshall brought up how, tried to point out to Dimwit there that,
Yeah.
that Portia had grounds to be insecure. Like, the fact
Mhm.
that Curtis was, such a such a good boy and didn't act on his sexual
Yeah.
impulses
Yeah.
doesn't really count for anything when it obviously emotionally
Mhm.
he's still, withholding from Portia and
Mhm.
still
Mhm.
attached to Jordan. And obviously
Yeah.
Portia knew that all along. And it
Mhm.
showed in every, and just all the stuff when you think back to the things when he wasn't telling her that he had been somewhere with Jordan or whatever,
Mhm.
all the
Mhm.
interactions they were having that he wasn't,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
obviously he wasn't comfortable telling her because there was a reason.
Right, right. Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
All
but he
right.
seems
All
too
true.
dim-witted to, he was kinda looking at Marshall like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sorta
Right. And it does seem like he used to be smarter than that, didn't he, a long time ago?
seems like it, but I
But
don't know.
but it has been a while. Has been a
Yeah.
while. So, yeah, all disappointing all the way around. Curtis,
Yeah, and, I
Jordan.
don't know. How much of the storyline do we need?
Yeah, I know. And a weird sort of a weird reason to bring Marcus back if that's all he's
Yeah,
back for, right? Some
yeah,
like a
yeah. Oh, you
person.
called him Marcus again, though. It's Marshall.
Jesus, let
I'm
me
like,
change it in
something's
my
wrong with
notes.
what she just said.
Wow. I'm very tired.
Oh, no.
And I it's cold here. I'm gonna use that excuse too.
Oh,
Um,
no. Did the heat get fixed?
no, he came and he didn't understand what he was looking at. So
No, that's
so
not a good sign.
he didn't charge me anything. So furnace man number 2 is coming tomorrow morning, which feels very
Okay, well, that's
lucky that, somebody else is available that quickly.
somebody will figure it out.
Yeah, so we'll
Yeah.
see. But right now it's 47 degrees in this room.
Oh my god.
So, and this is the warm
Oh,
side of the house.
oh my god.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. This is kind of what I'm getting used to, but
Sure, yeah.
it
Okay.
does weigh on a girl.
Yeah. Well, you were worried about your BMI, and you're probably shivering off a lot of calories,
I'm
so.
hoping that's a hidden benefit. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Jeez, I'm
So,
sorry. All right, keep us posted. Get that thing fixed.
okay, I'll have an update for you on Monday, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
All right,
sooner.
what's our next scene?
Okay, then we had Brit at the hospital, and she had just injected herself, but I guess Rocco
Oh, yeah,
didn't
right.
he didn't see that part, right? He just
Yeah,
saw her after, and she
and
freaked
she
out a little bit.
snapped at him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And that was all I thought that was really like a good scene. Like Brit, she seemed so like caring about him. Like she seemed
Yeah, yeah.
sincerely to want to, like mend this little fence here with him. And also I was kind of relieved that he didn't manage to do what he came to do.
Yeah, but then when he returned to,
Yeah, I
Emma
know,
and
I
Gio,
know.
who, like, I was confused. Why are they camped out at Lulu's house? Like, just
Well,
because they were waiting for Rocco? Or
Yeah, yeah, Rocco was supposed to be giving out candy, but instead he went to get the key fob, so they
oh,
stuck
so they
around.
were like, okay, well, they
Yeah,
didn't hand out any candy.
maybe nobody came by.
All right. This is riveting.
Do you wanna dig into that a little deeper? Because I can give you
No, I
theories
was just
why
like, what, wouldn't that be weird for Lulu to come home and be like, what are you two doing here? Like, it seemed weird.
it would be. She wouldn't like that really probably,
Yeah.
that
What
Rocco
are
had.
you, like, they're like canoodling on the couch.
Yeah. But anyway, also, yeah, I thought when Rocco came home and told them how it hadn't gone as planned, he sort of had like this crazed like energy, and I started to think,
Yeah,
oh,
like,
oh my
I'm gonna
god,
get it done. Yeah.
yeah, he started to seem like one of these kids who could easily sort of get on the wrong path and not,
Oh.
hopefully he won't, and hopefully these guys will kind of keep him in line, but I don't know. He's
Well,
a
it's like has the need to prove himself to them or something, and I'm
yeah,
not sure
yeah,
why.
right,
I don't know.
right, yeah, and that seems like that kind of rings true, at that age when you're just so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're trying to,
um
I show people who you are all the time, and yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
especially people that you look up to, and it
yeah.
seems like Emma and Gia would be kind of the kind of
They're
people
like
that
the
they would.
older cool kids.
Yeah, yeah. So, definitely, that puts Rocco in that sort of weird position of maybe doing things he wouldn't normally do. Um,
Yeah. All right.
and he also bumped into Sidwell on his way out of the
Oh
hospital.
yeah, yeah. Creepy. And who had just, threatened, used his name with Laura when he went
Yeah, exactly.
Rockle.
Rocco.
Rockle. Rockle.
Okay, I'll let you do that one more time, and that's it.
Can I say stubby?
Oh boy.
Stubsy wubsy.
I'm
I'm so tired too.
We're both sorry, everyone. I think we promise to deliver more today? I think we
I hope
did.
not. I hope not.
I think we did, and we're falling short already.
We're
Uh,
giddy. We're a little bit giddy.
a little bit. So and then, Sidwell had his little talk with Brit in the stairwell at
Oh
the
yeah, nothing good happens in that stairwell. But that's a
never.
brilliant little set, though. I like that set.
There's a lot to look at, you know?
Yeah, and I can. It sounds like a stairwell. Like they've got the acoustic. Like maybe it is a stairwell.
Maybe, could be.
Like they're just like, hey, we don't have to build a set. We've got this stairwell.
Just like Bobby's. We'll just use this restaurant, it's never
Yeah,
very busy.
yeah. We don't have to pay the extras or anything.
They
You
don't
know what I
know.
mean? Doesn't it sound like
Yeah,
a stair? Like they're speaking in
yeah.
a stairwell? Yeah.
Mhm,
They should
mhm.
have some guy like sitting on a step playing harmonica. Like, man, the acoustics in here.
Oh, that seems like a Gia kind of a statement right there. Uh,
I was trying to sing a little harmony tonight with
mhm,
the fellas, and
mhm, yeah.
I was thinking like I am a lot like that the Donna woman that just passed away, bless her,
Uh, y
from the Grateful Dead.
Oh, yeah, 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 uh-huh.
Like I'm equally sort of off all the time with my with my backup vocals.
Well, that's great. Maybe you
It's
guys
a
are the next
fine
Grateful
tradition.
Dead.
Yeah. 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 Donna
Oh, dear.
Donna something. I can't think of it. Good show, good row or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I forget. I did just read about her a little bit.
Yeah.
I hadn't been aware of her and that issue before she died, but, I wasn't a real
You
dead.
hadn't been you hadn't been aware of her existence or of her slightly off singing.
Her slightly off singing, yeah,
Oh yeah,
that
yeah. Well,
but,
not always, but
mhm.
just a few. I happened to watch a clip, like
Mm.
some, as they put up, and I was like, she wouldn't have liked that you put that clip. She's like totally off, like she'd find a good clip of her.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Anywho, okay, get us back, get us back.
Okay,
So
so
stairwell, yeah.
yeah,
So
and then she came out of the stairwell visibly shaken and ran right into Jason,
into
which
Jason, yeah. And so, did we glean any information with that Sidwell exchange that it's Faison's
mhm.
medicine or his
Yeah,
creation or something?
Faison created the medicine. Um, maybe he could be alive if he created this medicine, if it helped him too. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm like, what? Like he could have made it before he died, but I forgot he also has Huntington's. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, uh-huh.
but
But
he
I
died from gunshot wounds, right? But he
Right,
was
I
like
know.
very bad with the Huntington's, right? At,
Yeah, we're flashing forward to when Jason and Anna were talking, when Anna summoned
yeah,
Jason into the office, and yeah, that's where they kinda broke down how I loved Jason's theory that maybe Sidwell was just sort of weaponizing the ghost of
yeah,
Faison to
yeah,
freak
because
Anna
they know
out.
that like, yeah, and that's a real weak spot for Anna.
Yeah,
Like, and I thought
yeah,
she did a really stellar job of being freaked
mhm.
out and just
Yeah, 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 that all these scenes, like, I feel like, yeah, we're getting these people who are really sort of being pushed to their limit, you
yeah,
know?
they're digging in. And like the scene we just left with
Mhm.
Britt and Jason where she's shaking and he's like, are your symptoms back?
Yeah, yeah.
And she was really she just seemed so realistically spooked
Mhm,
and I
mhm.
guess we don't know was that her symptom. I mean, that was a symptom she was having before.
Yeah, it hasn't been an issue with her lately with since she's got the medicine, so I think it was all Sidwell, but, easy enough to let Jason believe that it could be
Yeah.
her
Uh,
symptoms, I guess, if she
but yeah,
wants.
that was a good scene.
Mhm. Yeah. I was hoping that it got him concerned enough that he's gonna feel even more, compelled to keep an eye on her and to reach out to her, you know?
Mhm. Mm. He
Um,
can't be everywhere at once, so keeping an eye on
I
all
I
these
know.
troubled women in his
I
orbit.
know. Yeah, and it's I mean, I understand Anna, like, how she turns to him because that does seem like the wise choice, but it's a little bit sort of disappointing that she didn't really trust him, with letting him know why she was sending him.
About Joss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she expects all of this from him in return, but he
Well,
gets it. He understands.
he understands.
Yeah.
He has very low expectations for humanity, so
Yeah.
he's never
That's true.
disappointed, you
That's
know.
true. And maybe at this point, like she said, he's the only person she can trust. So maybe at this point, she does realize that he's the real deal.
Yeah.
Although, I guess when we'll get to that, maybe we should I don't know if we should bounce around or if we could should we stick with that thread? Like what happened with Anna?
Dealer's choice.
Okay. All right, let's continue with Anna then.
Okay.
So then she calls Jack and sort of presents Jason's theory, right?
And she's just leaving a message, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
But she's in
Okay.
her car, right? She's in her car when
Yeah, which
she
has
calls
no interior lighting, apparently.
and once again, she proves that she's not a great spy because she has no situational awareness.
Right. Didn't check back seat.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't we know as soon as she's on her phone in her car that something
Yeah.
bad's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't like that. Um,
I don't
so so then she gets knocked out and taken to a room with a chair,
yeah.
um,
Never
and
good.
never good, no, and then we hear a voice, which, it's supposed to be Faison's, but that would be easy enough probably to
It's in this day and
manufacture.
age, of
Yeah,
course, yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's plenty of recordings of Faison too somewhere. Um, so we still don't know if he's alive or not. And then she left then she called Jack right at the end of today's episode.
Yeah, and do you think that was, like, under duress, or do you think that was another,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
AI kinda call that
yeah. Well, I don't think it's. I think she's being used now to
Yeah, yeah.
lure Jack into something, and he's easily fooled too. Um,
Yeah, they're neither one is really at the top of the game there.
No, and he's also like it's possible to get him way off track by planting the seed that Faison's still alive. And well, when Carly talked to Val or no, I guess it was Jack. When Jack talked to Valentine, Valentine said he didn't say Faison was alive, did he? But he said something about him maybe not working by himself. Do you remember what he said?
No, I don't.
Because I'm just wondering, like, if Valentine knew Faison was alive, would he tell people?
I don't know. Valentine's such a, he's a little bit of a puzzle, because
Yeah,
you never like, he's good, but he's not good. Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah. But I think he's a better man than Sidwell, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think so.
I think Sidwell's only loyalty is to Marco, maybe, and
Yeah,
whatever
and his
power and money,
business, yeah.
yeah. And even I don't even know if Marco would be 100% safe. I mean, because he would kill Lucas if Lucas was, a problem. So that doesn't say much for his, feelings toward his son, right?
Yeah, yeah, and now Lucas is gonna move in there and be in a lot of danger.
Would
Oh, and,
anybody want to move into Windermere?
uh, I n maybe just for the zebra pillows in
Just
every
for the
room.
pillows, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Hmm, I don't know if
Aren't there
that's
red zebra
enough.
pillows in another room? Maybe that has some decorators, like, "We're gonna tie this whole castle together
That's what's been missing.
with the zebra pillow theme in
You
every
needed a
room."
motif, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and a
Um,
feature wall. Um, Anyway, but yeah, so we don't know what's up with Anna, but we know she's gonna be totally freaked out because they're gonna
Mm,
make her they're gonna not let us know about Faison for some time. It could I'm hoping
right.
it won't get to like pikeman proportions, but
I
it
really
could.
hope so too, because we're not capable of following
We're
anything.
not over pikeman yet.
We're still a bit. That's sort of like our Vietnam in a
A
way.
little bit. Yeah, the
Yeah,
we've still got a little bit of
the
the residue of it
PTSD.
of pikeman
Yeah,
on us.
yeah, yeah. Every time they say the name Faison, it kind of makes me. I feel like I'm right there with Anna. I can't
Yeah.
handle much
It
of that.
makes I always think of hair conditioner as soon as I hear his name because he had such flyaway hair, you know.
Yeah.
I always wanted to just like or maybe like a good leave-in conditioner was what
Mhm.
he needed.
Yeah, that's a good tip for him.
Tame it. Tame it a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that was his
Uh,
biggest problem really was his hair.
I mean, if he liked what he saw in the mirror a little better, he might have been nicer to people.
Oh, yeah, good one. Good one. That's true. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, so do you think they're gonna release Anna back into Port Charles? Because if she's gone for any amount of time, people are gonna miss her, pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
So could they just like implant a chip in her head and then return her?
I'm just wondering if they've got Faison's brain and they've got some way to like, they've chopped
Put
it
a
up
little
and
slice,
put a little slice in like the what is it, the organ that regrows from a little slice?
a liver.
Kidney? The liver. Yeah.
It turns out the brain does the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that was
You
Faison's
just have
final
you just
project.
have to soak it in like
Yeah.
vinegar or something, and then
I
yeah.
can just see it, like those pieces of
Or
potato
that
people try to grow,
yeah, I was
with the
gonna say, what is
toothpicks
that
in
that
them.
that rooting
Yeah.
compound? You just soak it in
Yep. Put a little root a little little rooting powder on there and yeah.
Oh, boy, yeah.
But maybe if she has that sort of dullness that Nathan has, then we'll know, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Uh-huh.
like the Faison zombies or something.
Right, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Hmm, yeah.
Mm. And then they'll find that room full of Nathans that we
Yeah,
discussed.
yeah, and we have at least one listener who's a fan of the idea of a room full of Nathans.
Yeah, I see it kind of like, when you see Chinese, like the Chinese soldiers, all those
Mhm.
the
Oh, yeah.
terracotta soldiers.
Mhm. Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't remember like whose tomb that was in, but I could see like a bunch of Nathans all lined up like that.
Yeah, and then once again,
That's
these ideas
Chinese,
are all
right?
free. I
Yeah.
I I don't know. I hope what you're talking about really exists or you got trouble.
Are you just like, you like, you don't even know. But can you picture an image of all those like terracotta soldiers? I think it's
You
Chinese
must be used to people saying, "Uh-huh, uh-huh."
at this point.
Wasn't this what you got at your doctor's office?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna write you a little script and send you on your
You could just skedaddle. Put away your phone. We don't need to see a YouTube video.
way.
Um,
Chinese terracotta army.
here we go.
In your face. The Terracotta Army is a collection of thousands of life-size clay sculptures depicting the armies of, I'm gonna butcher the name, Qin Shi Huang, the first
Okay.
emperor of China, created to protect him in the afterlife.
Huh.
Discovered by farmers in 1974, the army is part of his mausoleum, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
Estimated 8,000 soldiers, 520 horses, 130 chariots.
Wow.
You
Okay.
you haven't you haven't seen pictures, you don't recall pictures of this? Maybe you're just not a student of history like I am.
I'm really not. I'm not. No, that's true. I've never claimed to be a student of history, and that's impressive, Gia. All of that that you just said is impressive, especially since They would have had to have made all of those things by hand, not in some
Yeah,
sort of.
and they're all a little bit like they're different. They're not all the
Yeah.
same, their
Although I guess
faces
they
are
could have
different.
created molds, right, if they wanted to.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know how these things were.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's
But
interesting.
anyway, if you picture that with Nathan's, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hmm. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, Gia.
I feel like it's just a little added value.
I'm not sure it's oh, I got the link now, thank you.
I don't want you walking around so ignorant.
I I appreciate that. Oh, thanks.
Okay. What's our next scene? God.
Oh god, let's see, what would be safe to talk about that won't lead
Are
us
we
off?
are we on Wednesday yet? And did we cover Tuesday at least? I feel like
Well, we
most
have
of it.
one more important scene at least, to cover, from Tuesday, which is when Martin explained to Laura what had happened.
Oh, right. So that was his little punishment. That was Ned's
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was, I guess, kind of fascinating. It seemed a little bit unlike Ned to be able to, you know.
To come up with that. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Ned
yeah,
formerly would have been like, lock him up.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I did enjoy Laura's face throughout, just
Oh
like,
my, her
yeah,
face must have been sore after that.
yeah, the level of disappointment was like off the
Yeah.
charts.
And
Um,
and it was such a little roller coaster ride because, of course, we're right there with Laura, like, so furious with him, and especially
yeah,
because now he's put her in this position of having to, like, like, decide how she feels about him and everything.
yeah, and then I was kind of surprised that she just immediately said she'd make the call, but
I
then
know.
the like shoe dropped with the like, but you have to move out, like kind of like I'm not going to
Mhm.
associate with you anymore.
Yeah,
Um, and
and
then there was a
then
sadness with that.
yeah, and right, and so there were parts where I was kind of feeling some sympathy towards Martin too. I was torn, but I was completely with Laura and almost thought she shouldn't make the call. But then when Sonny came in and Martin, like, whips his
Yeah,
head around and is a total
yeah,
that kinda killed me because sure, Sonny's a bad guy, sure, 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 but Martin's thrown in with Sidwell and Drew, and not for any good reason?
I loved it.
Not saying I didn't love it. I mean, it was really, like, juicy, like, kinda like the
Yeah,
Drew Alexis scene where it's like, "Oh my god," it's so you feel so many things.
you have all the feels. Yeah.
All the feels, yeah, and poor
I
Laura.
I just like this like making Laura evaluate. It's like
Yeah,
when you associate with somebody who doesn't share
mhm,
your same values, and in fact their values are so
mhm,
um violently opposed to your values that it's
mhm.
like I don't know. I like that she's having to think about this.
Yeah, I know that's a fair point. And it's interesting because she and Sonny have, well, especially Laura has found enough sort of common ground that she doesn't feel like it's that much of a struggle to justify her relationship with Sonny. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, but like, so Sidwell was trying to say he was going to do good things for the city. Sonny does a lot of good things for the city. Sidwell kills people. Sonny kills people. Like what's
what's the difference?
yeah, yeah.
Well, I feel like
Sidwell has dimples. Does he have dimples?
I think he's a little more indiscriminate in who he kills and what it takes to get on his shit list. It seems
Hmm.
like maybe he's a little more brutal in his violence, but I sure Sonny has killed people. Most of them
Kind of
we
kind
don't.
of
Yeah,
recently. Yeah.
uh,
But
you know.
I don't know. I mean, I just like that it's like, oh, well, you like him and he's a family guy and all that. Like I like people having to examine the ugly underbelly of things.
Yeah, yeah, I know, and well, they have such a history too, like with Luke and
Yeah.
everything,
I'm not
and
I'm not even saying she should stop associating with Sonny.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
I just like that she's having to grapple with this.
mhm, mhm. But I think Martin, if he thinks it's the same, um, or if he thinks like Sonny's her relationship with Sonny, I don't know. It still seems like Martin's not. He's not making a great case for himself, by putting down Sonny.
No, no, he
You
didn't.
know.
He didn't. Yeah, I mean, what Martin did was it pretty indefensible. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
but I just thought that
And
was quite a zinger of a moment there.
it was, and also Martin didn't seem like he really understood that it was a bad thing he'd done. It was all about the revenge, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. It was like, but it was almost like he was realizing how immature it sounded. Like when she
Yeah,
was like,
I guess.
"You did this because Tracy made you mad." Like kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it seems like also, I was thinking maybe like if Laura's the one who has sort of the power to keep him out of jail, somehow that could come back and bite her if the
Yeah.
Quartermaine
Right.
ever
Yeah.
wanted to use that
Yeah.
against her, you know?
I
Uh,
I was hoping I kind of thought they might be getting rid of Martin on the show, because
mhm, yeah.
um, because it would sound like he did something where he'd have to go to jail,
Yeah.
prison.
Right, right.
But if
Mhm,
she's keeping him out, maybe that's like I don't want him to be gone as a character, so I'm hoping that means that he won't be
mhm.
leaving.
Right. But yeah, does that mean there's no consequences for him? Like, I mean, actually, he's probably exactly the kind of guy Drew wants as his lawyer, realizing that he's so easily compromised,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know? But Stella, there's people like it seems like Martin does care what people think about him. Um,
yeah.
you know, so there's gonna have to be a little bit of sort of fallout, I think, from this somehow,
Well, I
although
think
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's already crushed that Laura is
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
turning her back on him.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
that's
I think it's fair enough for her to kick him out of the house, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I just think like that, like he will take that like such a punishment to not have.
yeah.
I think he really enjoyed the relationship they had, and
Mhm,
so
mhm. Right, right.
that's going to be pretty heartbreaking for him, I think.
Yeah,
Both brothers really, really needed her.
they really did, and they didn't seem to understand that they couldn't behave badly and expect her to just stick
Yeah,
with them, you know?
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that
But
was
it
all.
was a good scene anyway.
It was, yeah, and it was sort of like it was like an original kind of a scene, like sort of
Yeah,
unexpected, and it had a lot of depth to it. Unlike the Jordan and Portia thing, which was just sort of like that could have been like Chat GPT, like tell it,
yeah,
feed in an idea, and that's what you get.
yeah, yeah.
So okay, so then we had the family sort of leaving the house. And because they had that
Oh,
big
the
sort of
big
standoff.
Tracy showdown. Yeah,
Yeah,
standoff.
yeah,
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 yeah.
where Tracy was, like, as awful as usual, when she's bad, she's really bad, and she was really bad to Ronnie, like, right up until, everybody left, right?
Yeah, but I think it was justified.
Yeah.
I'm not backing down either. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I know it's jumping ahead to the conclusion of today's episode.
that's okay,
Um,
let's do it.
so we get okay, so the big scene. So everybody throws in with Ronnie, and if you
Mm,
don't, Grandma, if you don't apologize to her,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
leaving too. Blah
mhm,
blah. And it's like
mhm.
you've known this woman for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
She lied and tried to cheat the family.
Mhm.
Um, she did appear to love her sister, but
Mhm.
does that make her a good person automatically? Look at these other things you know about her, in the
Mhm.
short time you've known her.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, you haven't yet apologized to Tracy
Right.
for being wrong and when she was like right and was looking
Mhm.
out for the family's best interest. But
Mhm.
so I felt like Tracy was justified in saying, "Yeah, if you don't like it, then get out." And
Mhm. Mhm.
uh, and then the Ronnie apology thing, that scene,
Mhm.
I don't know. What did you like that? Did you think I was like annoyed with Ronnie?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. This is why I can't stand like courtroom dramas because I
Because you
always
feel
like
you're with one side and then you're with the other
yeah,
side. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Because like, all along, I was like, "Yeah, Ronnie's really saying like, she seems sincerely sorry, she did rip up the contract and everything, she didn't let the sale happen, I don't know, I mean, I know she shouldn't have done what she did. She just seemed like she was completely, like, manipulated and, like, outpowered by someone, like, the likes of which she wasn't used to dealing with, in Martin, um and then, yeah, probably she'd never been treated like Tracy treated her either at the crypt, I don't know, but anyway, yeah, she did wrong, but I felt like she had tried to do what she could to fix things, and I knew Tracy wasn't gonna, like, really let her off easy, um, especially with everybody else, like, trying to force her to, that there's no way you're gonna get Tracy to swallow her pride in front of the whole family, um,
Yeah, yeah.
so when it was just the 2 of them together, like, I liked how Tracy didn't give a really good apology at first. She did everything she could to, like, explain all the reasons why she thought Ronnie was in the wrong, but then, when Ronnie said, "Put a sock in it," that part, and Tracy sort of, like, woke up to who she was, really, um
Yeah.
I don't know, I kinda liked that part. I liked how, I thought it sorta went too far, like, Tracy kind of went too far in the other direction, but I thought it was kind of effective, I have to say.
It was. I mean, it was sweet,
Mhm.
but I felt like they should have had Ronnie returning to one last time to, beg forgiveness.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. That would've that would've been just as effective.
I
Yeah.
mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what everybody's saying about, Ronnie, like, was duped by Martin, blah, 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 but I just feel like isn't it kind of the same thing? We were talking about Martin did all this stuff
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because Tracy made him angry.
Right,
It's like,
right,
well, so
yeah.
Ronnie went along with this whole committing
Mhm.
of fraud
Right,
and
right.
making people feel like, Monica left her a jar of pickles and all that
Mhm.
mean stuff, letting Tracy feel all that meanness and
Mhm.
having her family abandon her.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
and like, okay, Ronnie got manipulated a little bit to do that, but she went along with it and then realized that she just couldn't go through with it. But
Mhm.
I felt like the weight of this whole thing shouldn't have been so much on, well, Tracy was in the wrong here. It's like
Right.
I think
Mhm.
Ronnie was in the wrong here.
Mhm.
And Tracy was not being gracious in
Mhm.
victory,
Mhm.
obviously.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I don't know, this whole like trying to break Tracy and make her say she was sorry was like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
didn't like it. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just way too much team Tracy, but
No, no, I agree with everything you're saying.
but that wasn't what you were feeling. But
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's it,
And I
I
mean,
think,
they
yeah.
did. Finally,
Right,
the
right.
family apologized to her. But I was like, I would have been like, yeah, too little, too late. Get out.
Yeah, I know. I thought, "Is this gonna be enough for Gia?" Because this was what she wanted, but it did
I
seem like they were a day late and a dollar short there.
I know. I'm just kind of a hard ass, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the hero really in that whole storyline was Geo, right? I mean,
Yeah, because he's like sort of paved the way for that all to happen.
yeah, kind of. Like he kind of meets people where they are, like
Yeah,
Tracy. He wasn't really judging anybody, I don't think, for how they were behaving so much. It's just like,
yeah,
you know, so yeah, I think he kind of allowed Tracy room to sort of think a little bit about, the big picture and Monica and everything, where everybody else was really just sort of almost trying to impress Ronnie with how good they could be, you know?
yeah. And I kind of felt like, I mean, I guess isn't it wonderful how forgiving they were of Ronnie, but it's like the flip side of that is how absolutely cruel you were to Tracy,
Yeah,
you
and they
know?
could afford to be nice to Ronnie because they knew they could all go find a house, and
Yeah,
buy
right.
any house they wanted, in an hour.
Yeah, what if that had been like a devastating to them
Mhm,
financially, that would
mhm.
have been felt pretty different.
Yeah, yeah. So your
I don't
point
know.
is well taken about
Well,
how they
thanks.
treated Tracy.
You're generous in allowing that.
Well, maybe Tracy will keep throwing it in their faces, you know?
I
That
hope
w
so.
that wouldn't be a surprise really if she did.
Yeah. But it was satisfying, and I'm glad that, it felt like, how for a while it was feeling like the writing was like each day and they'd just throw something at the wall and then they'd make it up the
Yeah,
next day.
yeah,
This felt like
mhm.
a fully realized story arc, you know?
Yeah, and so they must have. I don't think I was reading, when the Ronnie character joined the show, I wasn't really aware that it was, like, for a finite amount of time, but it must
Yeah.
have been, right, from the beginning, they
I
must have
think
known.
so. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I think it was like 6
Yeah,
weeks or something. And
yeah. So, yeah, they tried to make the best of that time with that actor, and that's
yeah.
that's that's kind of
Yeah.
what I wish they would do with every actor on the show, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um Especially when they have, like, a really good person come back, like Brit, like, I wanna make sure that they sort of treat Brit properly as a character, you know?
Yeah, excuse me. I think they have so far with Brit. I mean, I feel like we've gotten a lot of Brit, and she's been,
Yeah, yeah, um,
thoroughly Brit.
we have seen, like, classic Brit, as like, with her scene with Portia where she has to, like, try to blackmail her into
Oh,
helping her
that was
get her
pretty
license
funny.
back,
That was
you know?
funny. Yeah.
And Portia, you just look at like, you can almost see it in her face, like, "Jesus Christ, every day somebody's gonna blackmail
Every
me."
day I'm getting blackmailed. Yeah.
But she's gotta know that the pregnancy thing is all
Yeah.
over town, even if, like, Britt probably could spot it with her doctor
Yeah.
spidey sense,
Yeah, that was very funny though. But
Yeah, but
um
yeah.
I kinda liked that one. But
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I would like more with Brit's, I don't know, we don't get to see very deeply into what she's thinking or feeling or what she's really afraid of, you know what I mean? Like, we just sorta
yeah.
get
She's not afraid of
glimpses.
needles.
Not afraid of needles, nope, not afraid of, like, throwing attitude at people that she's supposed to be, you know,
Yeah, she goes
respectful
for it.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
it's
um,
enjoyable.
it
I
is
wanna be
enjoyable.
I think my heroines, my spirit animals on the show are
Mhm,
Tracy and Brit. Is that
mhm.
wrong? And
No,
Ava.
and Ava, yeah, I knew that you had to include Ava there, yeah. No, I think that's fine.
I wanna be, like, outspoken and bitchy and just
Mhm,
say what I'm feeling all the
mhm,
time.
all the time. Yeah, that would be great. We'd all enjoy that.
We'd all enjoy that.
Not tonight, though, okay?
Alright, I'll stop. Okay, get us back on track. Do we have other scenes that we
We
wanted to?
do. Really, there was a lot. There was a lot of stuff, I think, big stuff too. Some of it silly stuff, like Sonny and the Justine lady at the axe throwing
Oh,
place. That was
Jesus.
I know, that was more barf inducing.
Jeez H. Crow, as they
I
say
know.
in Maine.
I I I knew you wouldn't like that. I didn't like it either, even though it made me
I didn't
hungry.
like it either. Can that be our T-shirt on the
Yeah.
front? I knew you wouldn't like that. And on the back, I didn't like it either.
That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
he rented out the place. He used their kitchen for his
yeah.
lasagna. It was like, and he was all flirty and, uh,
Yeah, I
oh,
know.
yeah, it
I
was
know,
awful.
that was awful, yeah, that was all kinds of wrong, I think, there.
And,
Um,
while he's looking sharp, he looks fit.
mhm.
He looks older. He looks his
He
age,
does,
and
he
to have
does.
him behaving in
Mhm,
this way with this woman who seems
mhm,
considerably younger to me,
mm, yeah.
it seems sad. But I
Mhm.
don't think that's what they're trying to have it seem.
I don't think so either, yeah,
If
but
that's what they were going for, I'd like it, like if
mhm,
he was making a
mhm.
fool of himself.
Yeah, yeah, although that would be hard to watch Sonny just sort of fail, but, like you said, yeah,
That would
it's
be an interesting storyline though, wouldn't it? But instead, I think we're supposed to think she's, falling for his spell
yeah, we kinda
and his
know that she's
lasagna.
aware of his sort of act, but
Yeah, but I still feel like she's, like, playing with
yeah,
fire. She's
yeah,
playing with
she
fire
is.
here. She's gonna
She thinks
succumb
she's
to his
strong
charm.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was a little much. Then we had the
I do
scene
like lasagna too, though. I might.
a anything sounds good right now,
Yeah.
you know? Um, we had the scene at Bobby's with James and Spinelli and Felicia, and then Cody was there, all the
Oh,
Halloween
yeah, that
trick or
was good too.
and
Yeah.
Nathan was
The
there, and
cupcakes, yeah.
yeah, those looked like cheap grocery store cupcakes,
I
though.
did I did wanna complain about that as a prop, so I'm glad
Mhm.
you started that ball rolling.
What would you like to say?
Well, so it was built up when she was still at Alexis's as this
Mhm.
big special thing she was going to go
Yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And cupcakes these days can be absolute works of art, and so to see
Definitely.
like, Kroger quality,
Yeah, exactly, like, with all that artificial food coloring, and I guess
yeah,
they
like
do that too, but, yeah, that looked like straight out of the grocery store.
yep, yep, like, and if you buy them late at night, and Halloween's almost over.
Yeah. Now I want them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't eat them, okay? I would.
right, no, yeah, I'd still eat them. 'Em, I'd be licking the frosting off the other
Yep,
side and
yep.
everything, yeah.
Uh-huh. But
But anyway, I had the feels for Nathan's predicament there.
yeah, and I liked also that, that they were pretty candid, he and Spinelli, about the whole, like,
Yeah,
who
yeah,
gets
that was kind of a little bit of a relief that, like,
yeah.
Spinelli first said it in a Spinelli way, and then they
Mhm.
spelled it
Mhm.
out when Nathan called him on it, and,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so we don't have to be like, "Oh my god," "he's gonna take James today," and
Right, right, yeah,
yeah.
'cause, yeah, what's the harm in just being direct in a situation like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Although, like, since it's a soap opera, usually we don't get
yeah.
that, you know? So
But
I
so that was nice, and the Cody thing was cute, and
mhm,
I could feel the heartbreak. You could feel the heartbreak, you could feel that Cody was realizing Nathan's heartbreak,
mhm, mhm.
everybody acted it well, I thought.
Yeah, yeah, and it did seem sort of like it made sense that James is so drawn to Cody,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have a special kind of a unique
cowboy bond.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Spinelli must be jealous of it too, but at least
Right, yeah, yeah.
know, it's not gonna take it's not gonna take James away from him like Nathan might.
Right, yeah.
So
Excuse me, oh
so
my
that
god.
was good. Then we had the Alexis and Danny scene.
Oh, that was heartbreaking too.
Yeah, yeah, there was just a lot of emotions, a lot of loss and grief, and Danny feeling responsible for Scout and not being able to do any, like, I feel he's a good character. He's
I
all these
thought he was maybe on the verge of admitting that, like, I didn't finish shooting Drew.
that's what I'm
I
most
failed her.
disappointed in
Yeah,
myself for. Yeah. 2 bullets. I was sure that would be enough to kill him, and he's
yeah.
walking around like a dick with a cane.
I should have used a steak and garlic, um, but yeah, that was, I mean, like, just, so much heartbreak, and I like that Jason is still, you know, like, was Alexis his mother-in-law? Were he and Sam
Yeah,
married
yeah,
at some
yeah,
point?
weren't they? Were they
I
married?
think
Yeah,
they
they were
were.
married, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And so it still feels kinda like she's still the mother-in-law when he's picking up Danny and.
mhm, mhm. Yep, yep, that was
And
good.
I like just seeing that, like, that he's parenting, like,
Mhm.
we have so
Yep,
many of the scenes where the kids are no just out of sight, and,
mhm. Yeah, yeah. They're lucky
that
they
was
have this
good.
good batch of kids, 'cause
Yeah, yeah, Danny is good, I hope they keep giving him free rein.
yeah, yeah, all of these guys, did you see that Instagram video I sent you of, Gio and Emma singing "Landslide"?
No, are
No?
you sure you sent me that?
I think it was, like, 7 o'clock this morning. Um,
Oh, maybe I didn't go on Instagram yet today.
that's
I'll
okay,
check it
'cause
out later.
I always feel like I'm gonna drive anyone crazy when I send them something from Instagram, so if you don't look at stuff, that's I understand. But I
Oh,
it was
yeah, I hadn't looked at it yet. I can s oh, pulled it open and guess who's on? Stubby. Um
Damn it, damn it, not my intention to get Stubby back in the mix here.
I will check it out, Landslide. That was a drunken favorite that Denise and I used to try to sing all the time.
Yeah, who doesn't like a good version of Landslide? But it
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like they're really, like, close. I don't know if they're, romantically
A
close,
real
but
couple?
they just
Ooh.
look like they're obviously, like, good friends, if nothing else. So that's
Aw,
lovely,
that's
lovely to
nice.
see. Yeah, yeah. And also, I just getting off track a bit, like, I noticed I think I added the actress who plays Brit on Instagram, and, Finola Hughes, and Brit, her what's her name? Kelly T-Bones?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you can tell she's, like, liking all these other posts from, like, Maxie, all these people, and you just get the feeling that they all really know each other and like each other and support each other,
Aw, that's
you
so
know?
nice.
It's lovely. I mean, because they spend so much time
They
together,
must. Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. Although
So
you find out that some of them don't, like, if they're not in storylines together, like, they
yeah,
don't really see
yeah,
each other, which is
yeah.
weird because
Right, right. But,
they're all in Port Charles together, you know?
I know, you'd think they would run into it at least at Bobby's.
At the
Uh,
Walgreens or something, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Also noticed that M Maxie and the previous Lulu started a
Oh, yeah, they're
sweater.
besties, yeah.
Yeah, they started a sweater line or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they're big into knitting, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cute. That's cute.
If they don't fix your heater, you might have to order a few.
They look like they're really open weaved sweaters, so I don't think
Oh,
they'd have the dogs would just be getting their claws caught in them or something, they'd be
alright, yeah.
snagged all over the place. But anyway, we're way off
We
topic.
digress, we
Yeah,
seriously digress, yeah.
let's see. So, yeah, we had a lot of the scout scene with Christina, like, when it was just the 2 of them, that was kinda
That was
sweet,
sweet and sad and
Yeah,
painful, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and Christina did a pretty good job trying to say comforting things to Scout, but it seems like still they should maybe, like, acknowledge that that's not enough for a little girl, just these sort of stock kind of things that people say,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Um, so anyway, let's see. Then we had Lucas and Ava talking about getting Lucas out of the apartment, and that was a fun scene too. Lucas and Ava together are
Yeah,
enjoyable.
she started out a little bit, obnoxious,
Mhm.
but then they like then she really does care about him,
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like.
I think so, and I kinda think she would miss him when he moves out, as much as it's probably too much for her all the time, but I bet she likes having him to talk to.
Yeah, I love her apartment. Her apartment,
Yeah,
can't decide
that's a good
whose set
set.
I like better, her apartment or Elizabeth's house.
Those are both good, convincing sets, I would say,
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, that's that yeah, I like that apartment
but
too.
those moth prints,
Mhm.
uh,
Mm.
are very cool, and that big sort of round glass front
Mhm.
cabinet that she's got,
Yeah,
super
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's a nice piece of furniture, yeah. So, that was fun, but yeah, and then the Jack, Joss, and Vaughn stuff, like, sending and now that Pascal is back.
Oh, yeah, Pascal of the pajamas, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need to see him again, I don't think. Did
No,
you?
no, I mean, he's in a better outfit, but it doesn't fit him still.
And I just like, I mean, it is a good sort of, like, character, like, just lurking around Windermere, like, he is kinda perfect
Yeah,
for that, um,
yeah.
and I thought it was interesting that Jordan sort of was sucking up to him by speaking French.
Do you think she thinks something's up, or was she just kinda showing off her French?
I kind of feel like she was just showing off her French. It would be smart if she knew that it was a good idea to cozy up to the help, you know?
Yeah.
Is she that smart? Maybe.
It doesn't I feel like whenever Anna asks her if, "Did you get anything on Sidwell
Yeah,
yet?" Like,
nothing.
that she's just sort of placating her and that she's not in the trying in the least anymore to even
Right, right,
like, so
yeah.
she's just doing the job. Um,
Mhm. Yeah, so I would like to see her start to, pay attention to what's going on there.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. Also, it was interesting when Sidwell, when Marco was talking to Sidwell, sort of about Lucas moving in, and Sidwell said, "Well, we've got these two big things going on, the phase-on thing." And I thought, so Marco's supposed to know all about this phase-on
I
plot.
guess, that's what I mean, he's in up to his ears now.
Yeah, but we had any indication before that he was that knowledgeable about what his father was
Mm,
up to?
no, I don't think so. I mean, like, up until the mother died, it seemed like he Marco was making a
Yeah,
point of not knowing what his father
right,
was up to.
right, and maybe then he just decided that he was willing to listen to all I don't know, it was surprising to me that Marco would know that much, um
Yeah, but I fear for Lucas, he's gonna.
I do too. That just seems
Yeah.
like and that just seems so weird for Marco to just almost be begging his father to let Lucas move in with them, when that just seemed like a strange sort of scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was like, it's remarkable how much I believe that they're father and son. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's just good acting or good casting or
Mhm.
I'm just gullible.
Mhm. Yeah, and I do like how supportive Sidwell is of his
Yeah, like, he
relationship
reaches
with
out
him.
and touches his arm and,
Mhm.
it's like this
Yeah.
real relationship. Um, oh, I
Yeah.
see what you mean about these sweaters. They're pretty cool looking, but yeah,
Mhm.
how would that's not gonna keep you warm. Yeah.
No, that's not a northern climate sort of a sweater.
No. Maybe
But
they don't
anyway,
know how to do a tighter knit. Should we try to
send them a tutorial.
yeah. And maybe say, "Have you guys tried that boiled wool? Like, those really."
Or maybe if you threw one of their sweaters in the dryer, it would shrink up so it would be
Yeah, there you go. Just get an
tighter.
extra large and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um,
I was
but
into boiled wool, but just by accident. Like,
I think I believe that.
I
Mhm,
ruined many a sweater
mhm,
in the
yeah,
wash.
I
Yeah.
did too. Yeah, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
But, anywho, so yeah, so now and though with Pascal in town, he's gonna see Joss, right? I mean, how is that not gonna happen? And he'll bust her, right?
That's true, yeah, I didn't think of that. And how didn't that whole place, like, blow up? How
Yeah,
did
I
he
thought he
escape?
blew up. I couldn't remember really what happened to him, but I was I was comforting myself with the fact that they all
Yeah, I
belong
thought he was a goner. Yeah.
together.
Huh.
Hmm.
Um.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, and the Joss, like, I love how she's like in all black spywear.
Yeah. But still coming and going from that office, that just seems
Yeah,
like, anybody could see
yeah.
them coming and
Well, maybe
going.
there's a secret tunnel passageway or something.
Maybe, but it seems like they use the same door Carly uses, to
That's true. And what do
Uh,
you think of Vaughn? Like, is he just being protective of her, trying to keep her off this particular
uh,
mission, or does he really like? Is he really arrogantly saying she's, just not prepared and
I
like,
think I think probably both are true. I don't think
yeah.
he's prepared either, but,
I was
yeah,
gonna say she was showing everybody up on the whole last
yeah,
thing,
yeah, but this
but
is, like, next level, I think.
next level. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You got Sidwell, and he has no qualms about just killing people to get them out of the way.
Yeah, yeah, that's wrong.
Because we would miss Joss.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. What else we got? Any other big scenes?
Wow, we're way over our usual time.
All right, we better shut up. Okay.
Yeah, I think we got most everything. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think we pretty much covered it. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for putting up with the silly banter of two tired old ladies. We'll leave it at that and talk
Yeah,
again in a few days.
yeah. Okay, Gia, you have a good night. Gosh,
Okay,
it's
get some
fucking
sleep,
10
everybody.
o'clock now, Jesus.
Get some sleep. Okay. All
Okay.
right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Gia.
Okay, see ya.